would like to focus your attention for a moment upon that pile of pus in Portland, the Portland pile of pus from Somalia, who tried to blow up a Christmas tree and kill men, women, and children. This Portland pile of pus from Somalia was said to have said to the FBI agent who was working on the cover, he said, I want whoever is attending that event to leave either dead or injured of the 25,000 people expected to take part in the event. The lead headline about this story on michaelsavage.com says, the Muslim who tried to blow up the Christmas tree in Portland, one of the reasons he did it in Portland is because the psychotics who run Portland, or ran Portland in 2005, refused to permit city law enforcement officers to participate in a key anti-terror initiative. That was the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force. And yet it was the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force that helped prevent what would have been a horrific terrorist attack in Portland. But the city of Portland, Oregon, said, no, you're not going to use that or to snoop on Muslims or to do profiling. We don't want them to help anybody. We're going to tell the Portland police to not do anything. So this pile of pus from Portland, Mr. Mohammed, a Somali-born, naturalized U.S. citizen brought in by liberalism, who attended Oregon State University, told undercover FBI agents he dreamed of committing jihad. He knows what jihad means. Janet Napolitano does not. He dreamed of performing acts of jihad. He knows what jihad means, but Eric Holder doesn't know what jihad means. He knows what jihad means, but Obama doesn't know what jihad means. He dreamed of performing acts of jihad in which hundreds, perhaps thousands of Americans would die. Here is what your peace-loving Muslim had to say to the FBI agent. Do you remember when 9/11 happened, he said, when those people were jumping from skyscraper? Muhammad asked the agents, according to the affidavit. Muhammad said, I thought that was awesome. He went to OS, Oregon State University, at your expense. He and his family were brought in from Somalia at your expense. The police in Portland were prohibited from cooperating with the Joint Terrorism Task Force by the vermin in Portland, Oregon, who are so liberal and so politically correct. When he was asked, by the way, why he was going to perform such an act in Portland, Oregon, you know what he said, basically? He said, oh, in Portland, Muhammad replied. He said, they don't see it as a place where anything will happen. People say, you know, why anybody would want to do something in Portland? It's on the West Coast. It's in Oregon, and Oregon's like, you know, nobody ever thinks about it. And, of course, Oregon is so good. The people of Portland are so liberal and so politically fine that no terrorist would ever want to blow them up. You see how that works? And so, therefore, we see what liberalism has brought in Portland and elsewhere. Was it not for the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force, this pile of pus from Portland just might have gone ahead and gotten explosives that worked and killed God knows how many hundreds of thousands, including you and your children. Go take a look at this beautiful, peace-loving practitioner on michaelsavage.com. Take a look at his curled lips, because he knows that he's going to have a pack of lawyers from NYU, from Harvard, from Princeton, from Yale, from all of the lowest institutions on earth to defend him and say he was simply a misunderstood immigrant who was picked on because of his race.